My name is Dr. Jocelyn Mitchell Parker, and I serve as the President and CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southeast Michigan. The Leadership Academy really is derived from the idea that we have to pour back into our young people. And so our program really consists of bigs and littles. Bigs typically being adults and littles typically being young people under the age of 18 who are in a mentoring relationship where they go and they do things and the big pours into the little, but a lot of times the little then pours into the big. So it's a really a relationship where both parties are benefiting from that experience. What we're trying to do here with the Leadership Academy is to create leaders out of these high school students. So high school students will then serve as bigs to littles who are in elementary or middle school. And that's really exciting work because it puts some of the agency back into the hands of the young people who are going to be our leaders for the future, who are going to serve as folks who we lean on and depend on in our future, right? And so we want to prepare them for that. And so we think that this is a really good way to prepare them for the leadership roles that they will take on in their lives. So one of the cool things that we're going to do is take these young folks away to a 3-day, 2-night leadership retreat, which is super exciting. We're taking them to a campground and we're really just going to invest time into telling them how valuable they are, helping them recognize their leadership skills, honing those leadership skills, giving them the skills to come against different oppositions that they may have. And so this time is really to develop them and to get them prepared to serve as leaders. And then once we get back, those young folks will also have monthly meetings with us where they'll build their network and they'll understand skills that they didn't know that they had. And it's really just about pouring and pulling out of them the things that we know they'll need for their futures. And it's super exciting for us. We have staff that are eager and ready to go. We've done some trainings with them with a gentleman named Guy Burney, and he serves as the Community Initiative to Reduce Violence Executive Director. And he's powerful in helping to get even our staff trained and prepared to serve with the young folks there.
Camp is a place, it's an environment. And so the reason that we choose to go to camp is because it's an amazing piece to take people away from what they're used to. You get a different perspective and you get a different feel of safety. And so camp is a place you can deal with things in a safe place that allows you to do it at your own pace and with people who care about you. And so this is why camp is so important. I tell a little story about fish and I'll explain. If you're walking down a road and you see one dead fish, your question is going to be, how did that fish die? If you're walking down the same road and you see 3 together and they're dead, the question becomes, why did those 3 fish die together? But if I go to a lake like this and I see thousands of fish who are dead in the lake, I'm not going to ask about the fish anymore. I'm going to ask about the water supply. Environment is critical because when we see the ills in our society happening over and over again with different people in different cities, but it's the same thing, and we're concentrating on the people and we never deal with the environment, we're going to keep getting the same results. And so environment is critical when we want to make changes. We have to start changing systems and environments so that people can become healthy, that they can make different choices and have different paths. So environment, this camp environment allows us to do work that we could not do other places.
One thing camp helped me get better at is more motivation and giving me the motivation to actually speak with other people instead of being antisocial. So it was like, because I don't really talk to anyone. I'm like a shy person. It boosted my confidence too.
Camp actually helped me a lot with introducing myself to people I never met and making a good first impression.
One thing camp made me get better at is my confidence, like talking to other people, learning new people.
I learned a lot of respect. So when I see my kid not being nice, I tell him you should be respectful, be nice to people, and they listen. And he focuses more when we're together. I mean, they're our future. We have to make sure they grow up good and learn the right stuff like respect and responsibilities.
If everything that we did in our lives was focused on the well-being of the children, I think that would kind of change the trajectory of a lot of things. Because when we know that our kids are well, when we know that our children are doing well, we know that communities are better. We know that school systems are better. you know that graduation rates are coming up. You know that the family dynamic is well. You know that mental health is being taken care of when the children are well. And so it is our job to make sure that our kids are well. And I think that it starts with initiatives like this, where we're taking time to really pour into them and let them know that your well-being is my priority. And that is what this Leadership Academy is about.